conference. And let me share my screen. So my topic will be limited by the objective today. It is mastering qualitative research paper writing, strategies for publishing in suitable journals. So we know very well there are different type of research papers are there, qualitative as well as quantitative. Mixed methods are being used by different scholars, different researchers. So today we will be navigating, we will be trying to understand about qualitative research paper writing and the most vibrant techniques, the strategies for publishing all those papers in suitable journals, means indexed by Scopus or Web of Science. So let us understand what is research first. Research is a systematic investigation into and study of materials and sources in order to establish the facts and reach new conclusions. Means research is always a scientific approach. It is a systematic investigation. So science means to know, arts means to do. So research is a scientific approach to know what we will know and what are the materials and sources is available for us to land in the new conclusions or the new conclusions. We have different materials with us. That may be physical, maybe intellectual, maybe tangible, maybe intangible sources are there. So with those materials and sources, we'll be trying to write something new. We'll be reaching at the conclusion, which must be scientific one. So when we are talking about scientific and a new conclusion, that must be a, new knowledge in the field of the researcher's domain, and that will be help to the society. What are the basic factors when we are coming across different situations? How we will be writing a paper? Writing a paper will be starting from the problems being, is very much existing in the society, in any organization, in any industry, where the phenomenon, the people, different type attributes are there, different factors are responsible. So in that case, we will be trying to solve the issues, because when people will be there will be certainly something to be delivered through the research. Because you see, research is very much meant for the development of the society. We have different factors are there, internal factors are there, external factors are there, quantitative factors are there, as well as qualitative factors, and we have also uncertainty factors are there. So looking into that, today we'll be trying to understand how these problems, these factors are responsible, and how we are going to solve all those things. Because you see, decision making is not a very layman subject. Yours is a medical science institution. So when we are talking about decision making, there are so many decisions in context to internal factors, in context to external factors, in context to quantitative factors, in context to qualitative factors, in context to uncertainty factors will be there. So we have to derive, we have to get different research gaps, different research problems, so that from there we'll be writing the paper. Decision making, when you are going to make a decision, there are different type of decisions are there. When we are talking about factors, there are different factors are there, 5 factors are there. But again, the factors is governed by different decisions. One is routine decision, one is minor decision, one is for an individual decision, one may be for urgent decision. So when many decisions comes together, multiple decisions comes, we have to study the environment, we have to study the ethical part, we have to study the emotional part, we have to study the other individual factors and different barriers. Then only the research problems could be identified, and we can identify the gap, and then we can establish a paper. So looking into the research, total research is divided into three parts. One is looking into viewpoints. The research is divided into three parts. One is application, one is objective, one is inquiry mode. So today we'll be studying inquiry mode research paper writing. Because you see, action-oriented, application-oriented research is pure research. Is pure research means fundamental research, basic research, and applied research. And when we are talking about objective, it is descriptive, exploratory, and correlational and explanatory. So apart from that, today we'll be trying to understand the inquiry mode research. Inquiry mode research consists qualitative and quantitative research and mixed research also. So today we will be focusing on qualitative research, how a qualitative research paper could be initiated for writing and will be placed in a suitable journal for publication. So now the trends is going on like this. You see, before writing a paper, we must be understand whether it is a qualitative paper or a quantitative paper, in which way we will be writing the paper. Because you see, this is the general trend is available here. The yellow patch you are getting, it is academic knowledge. All yellow colors here you are getting, these are academics. And the gray color you are getting, the gray color is known as conventional knowledge. And the here you are getting another patch of gray color is known as the thematic umbrella. Thematic umbrella means it is guiding the entire objective. So with this, I'll be telling you, these are the 5 trends are very, very important for writing a paper. Unless until we'll understand the trends nowadays is being operated by different scholars, different researchers, then it is difficult on our part to write a paper. And you see, I'm going to tell you, going to share my views very quickly so that you can understand how to initiate a paper. So this is academic. I told you the yellow patch is known as academic. 3 academics here. One is, for example, nursing. One is, for example, is your medicines. One is, for example, your surgery. 3 departments are there. 3 disciplines are there. So when we are going to start writing a research, when that is within the academic knowledge periphery, one academic discipline we are using for writing a research paper, it is known as disciplinary research. So if at all you are writing a paper on nursing, role of emergency, I mean to say role of nursing after say or during this surgery, so or after surgery. So when this is we are talking, it is within the academic knowledge, one domain, one subject. The black spot, the black dot you are getting, this is discipline, and the white dot you are getting here, this is known as your objective. So you are going to start from here writing a paper, and here you are going to, in white patch, you are going to land here. So likely there are 3 disciplines are there, 3 authors may start writing the paper, 3 writers may write the paper. So what is the difference between writer and author? Author is having authority. Writers, they cannot claim their write-up as their copyright or their own creation. So author has got authority to claim that This is their own contribution. So this is the difference between writer and author. So this is disciplinary. Then you come to multidisciplinary. When these three will be merged for a common objective, it is known as multidisciplinary. The three, one is, I told you, nursing, one is, for example, surgery, one is medicine. So when three will be merged for a common objective, it will become a multidisciplinary research. And here you see participatory research. Participatory research is a combination of academic knowledge as well as conventional knowledge. You see, sometimes in medical science, we need to take the decision on the basis of customized term. Because you see, the experience or the problems are being faced by the patient is varies from patient to patient. So in that case, we have to carry our conventional knowledge and we have to apply our academic knowledge. Then only we can draw a conclusion, suitable conclusion for our research. So this type of research is known as participatory research. One person from conventional knowledge will be there, and one person from academic knowledge would be there. So both will be jointly, they will be starting the research and they will be meeting in the conclusion. This is the white patch is your goal or your objective or your shared knowledge, whatever it may be. So this type of research is known as participatory research. Then you come to interdisciplinary research. Interdisciplinary research is based on yellow patch. It is fully academic. So different, I mean to say, there are 7 subjects, disciplines are there. They will be exchanging the data, the information, and develop a integrated knowledge. Then only they will be coming to a point where they can land their research successfully. Then you come to transdisciplinary research. The same interdisciplinary, when it will be divided between the conventional knowledge and yellow patch is academic knowledge, it will become a transdisciplinary research. So now we understood different type of research, how we can take up all those things. Before taking up research, we must understand what is a research gap. Because without knowing research gap, we cannot write a paper. Research, how you will be understanding, how you will be getting research gap? Research gap could be understood from your literature review. You have to study different literatures, related literatures. You have to study very rigorously about your proposed research area or a proposed topic of your research. Then only you will be identifying, you will be in a position to identify the theoretical gap, population gap, whether there is a theoretical gap or not, whether the previous researchers, they have made the research properly or not. So in that case, it will add value to your research. You have to understand from the literature review. So then is there any population gap? Suppose you have the previous researcher has taken only 200 as their sample size. So but the topic is very broad. So in that case, what happens? The population gap might be there. You will be knowing all those things from the literature review. Then you go to methodological gap or any empirical gap or any practical knowledge gap or any knowledge gap. Practical gap knowledge means any I mean to say knowledge, understanding knowledge or theoretical knowledge or real world context. If at all this is not written, it is known as practical knowledge gap. So in that case also, you have to take up your paper from that research gap, so that your paper will be written by you in a very, I mean to say, promising delivery term to the society. Then knowledge gap might be there, then evidence gap might be there. Evidence gap means the lack of availability of research data. For example, the previous researchers, they have made but the data collected was not very much, I mean to say, empirical evidence. So in that case also, it is a scope, it is an opportunity for you to develop a paper in that way. So what is research gap? Research gap is a undiscovered area, undiscovered research area, which may researcher may conduct rigorous kind of like review from the existing literature to mitigate the gap and to write a paper with this. And when you are going to write a paper, you understand that there are different steps are there. For example, you have to write down a title. Title must be sweet and must be short. Because you see, as per international standard, maximum word of a research paper must be 15 words. Within 15 words, you will write your title. And you remember, title is divided into three types. Three styles of titles are there. Beyond that, there is no title. If at all you are writing a paper, there are three options to make titles. One is interrogative, one is descriptive, one is declarative. So interrogative is a type of title formation. You are leaving some kind of like interrogation mark, so that I mean to say the readers will take kind of like a curiosity in their mind to study what is there, what they have written. And for example, descriptive. Descriptive is what the subject might be there, and on that basis, you are describing the paper. So that subject may be your topic and or title. And declarative, what you have concluded at the end of the paper. So that line may be your title. And you remember, when you are writing a paper, whenever you are taking the help of previous authors, you try to cite all those things in a very, I mean, systematic manner, so that the article will be considered as one of the original or kind of like properly review article. Then you remember, when you will be starting your introduction, the introduction must be your windows of your the main window of your article. So the introduction must carry the purpose of starting this writing this paper, and you can place some citations there, different previous authors, what they have told about this particular subject, that you can write. Then you land to, after this introduction, literature review will be there, then objective will be there, then after objective, the analysis and the conclusion, followed by conclusion, then references would be there. So when I am talking about this writing a paper, you should know that there is a very beautiful theory to write a qualitative paper. It is known as Bloom's taxonomy pyramid. So this practice must be developed by the researcher every time. Then only a researcher will become, or a teacher or a professor or a scholar or anybody who is interested in writing a paper will become highly successful. Because you see, the first is remember. You have to remember many things. How you will remember? Because you see, suppose the phenomena or the occurrence or the problems you have seen from your hospital or from your environment or from the from the patient side. So you have to remember what is that exactly, and who was that particular, I mean to say, person or kind of like things. So can you remember the names of that particular subject or particular person? So because you see, these practices, if at all you are going to noting it down properly, then what will happen? That will add value to your research. That Bloom's taxonomy theory says, if at all a teacher will follow this also, he can become a good teacher also. So researcher, if at all is going to follow this, he or she will become a very good researcher. So you have to remember many things, and you have to understand what you have to understand. You have to explain what has happened with this particular teacher, a particular person. So if at all you are going to understand the problems, then only your report will be very effective. Then you try to understand to apply all those things in your research area, research domain. Then you try to analyze, then you try to evaluate, then you have to create things. uh, I request, please mute your mic, Sunita Bhatt. I request you. So, I mean to tell you, so when we are going to deliver a paper, I told you it is very, very based on scientific value. It is not like we'll collect some material and we'll place and we'll write. No, that cannot be done, because at the end of your writing, the flow of writing will be studied, and there are so many softwares also there to identify or to test your credibility. Turnitin means there are other softwares are there also. Drillbit is there. So you try to understand. If at all this sequence you are going to maintain, then only you can write a paper. You can create a paper. And I am going to tell you the framework of writing a paper. The first you will write the title, then abstract, then introduction, then literature review, then objective, then methods, then results, then discussion, then conclusion, then references. So when I am telling all those things, there must be something behind this. For example, you are writing abstract. Abstract to be written at the end of the paper writing. It should not be written from the beginning. Why it will not be, it is not encouraged that you will be writing from the beginning. It will come to the beginning when you will submit the paper. But when you will be starting writing, the abstract must be in a rough term. In a rough manner you may write, but that is not the final abstract, because you see, abstract carries the background of your study, the aim of your study, the methods of your study, the results of your study, and your conclusive remark will be reflected through abstract. So abstract to be written at the end of your paper writing. You remember, abstract will be coming to the first page when you will be completed your writing process. Then introduction will be there. Then method will be there. Which method you are following? Because you see, case study methods are there. There are so many grounded theories there, and other things. Many things are there. We'll be discussing. So which method you have followed? So that method is important for you. Then you have to analyze the results. You will go for discussion. Then you will go for conclusion. You remember, when you are writing conclusion, you be very precise and you state very, prominently, the major findings are their importance to the society or to the field of your study. It is very, very important. Then next, you have to write references. References you should follow. There are different formats are there, APA and sixth APA or seventh APA or Chicago style or MLA style. So you have to see which style is being asked for you for writing the paper. Then I will be telling you stepwise. I will give you the idea how to write a paper. For example, I have taken an example here. I will be taking another 15-20 minutes if time will permit me, so that I will be concluding all those things. So, for example, AI-driven solutions for smart agriculture. This, for example, you have taken a topic AI-driven solutions for smart agriculture. So when you have taken this topic, there are two important things you are carrying in your topic. The title carries two important aspects. One is technological aspects, technological advancement, and second is sustainability, because you have written smart agriculture. So smart agriculture is associated with uh, sustainability. So when you are choosing the topic, you try to ensure the novelty, the theoretical contribution, and practical relevance. So for that, you have to conduct literature review to study the gaps, and you have to formulate hypothesis if required. So hypothesis is not mandatory for all papers. Hypothesis is an assumption, is a theory. At the end of the day, you are going to accept it or you are going to reject it. And the second is conducting literature review. So we discussed for conducting literature review because we want to publish our paper in Scopus, ABDC or Web of Science. So when we are discussing to do all those things, we must be knowing the journal's impact factor, publication frequency, acceptance rate, scope and focus, and if at all those things we are carrying, then literature review is very, very important because it involves the kind of like in analyzing and evaluating the work of the researchers, whether we have studied properly or not, literatures. Because you see, you have to, when you will be studying literature review, you have to study very in a broad manner, then gradually you will narrow down your studies. You will be landing with specific literatures, looking into your objectives. So for this kind of like topic, what I have taken, though literature review may reveal lack of AI models, because we have taken AI model agriculture. So when we have taken this, is there any model lacking? So that you have to see. And that model is addressing to the predicting crop diseases or not, looking into Indian agricultural practices or not. So that also you have to see how you will go with literature review. You have to find the keywords from your topic. Then only you will start literature review. Then you have to develop a research framework. You have to define variables, different mediating terms, different conjunctions, and you have to make a very clear objectives. Then only you can develop a research framework. Framework means different stages are there, steps are there. So you have to start with step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 steps are there. So every step is responsible for different type of kind of like requirements. One step is requiring to develop conceptual model. One step is requiring to develop and identify relevant approaches, or any other steps. They are expecting, that step is expecting to generate specific objective. So looking into that, there is a framework. So you have to fulfill the framework, then only you can land at the end of the day, you can land at the conclusion. Then next is design research methodology. You see, there are different softwares are available for qualitative research. NVivo is a very, very popular software for qualitative research. Any discussion, any video, any interview you are going to upload through that software will convert that discussion into effective numbers. So again, you will get a value for your interview, for your video and other things. I'm talking about qualitative. Then quantitative, it is numerical. So in quantitative research, you can go ahead with different kind of mechanism. And when we are talking about designing research methodology, there are different stages are there also. So you have to follow these stages. There are 10 stages for doing research design process. And this must be followed by each and every researcher, so that it will at the end of the day you will be getting that you have got ample of scope and opportunity to finish your paper. Then when we are writing research objectives, we must see that there is a term known as SMART. SMART is a abbreviation which stands for objective is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and yes. Hello. Anything, Pooja, madam, you are talking with me? Hello. Hello, please mute yourself. Pooja, madam, please mute your mic. You are talking. Please mute your mic, Pooja Mishra, madam. So, in this way, we have to develop the research objectives. Then data collection, we have to make the data collection for different, purposes. And data analysis should be there, as I told you. When we have taken AI-driven agriculture, for example, two crops we have taken, one is wheat, one is rice. Then the percentage of temperature is required, or percentage of temperature is required, or risks that we have to study. For example, wheat requires temperature 32 degrees centigrade and rice requires 29 degrees centigrade temperature. So disease risk is, in case of wheat, is 70% and the rice is 50%. So in this way, we have to conduct the research. And why qualitative research? Very quickly, I am telling to you. Qualitative research is the only research, I am telling you, it is connected in-depth insight. And in your domain, nursing domain, qualitative research plays a very, very important role. And flexibility is very high. Capturing diverse perspective is possible through qualitative research. Qualitative research can establish or can develop a theory. It is contextually, it is very rich and holistic also. And strong relationship between the researcher and participants could be established. And understanding qualitative research is very much, I mean to say, is based on case study, ethnography, and as I told you, it is non-numerical. So you are highly connected through interviews and focus group case studies to understand what do target users need, and what do users feel, and how do consumers feel, how do the patients feel, and what do the heavy, I mean to say, applications are required to satisfy the needs of the consumers. So the qualitative research is playing a very important role in the modern era, is exploring, because qualitative research is the only research which is responsible for exploring human behavior and emotions, and it is enhancing the product development, and it is highly associated with healthcare advancements. Because you see, treatment is possible because of customized terms, because of identifying the other barriers to extend treatment. So this healthcare advancement is possible through qualitative research. And there are so many, I mean to say, other areas are there: education and pedagogy, policy formation, social change. These are the areas where directly this qualitative research works. And I'll be telling you that qualitative research is very, very important for business and marketing, is like consumer insight and branding, crisis management. You might be knowing during COVID-19, qualitative research was crucial to understand the sentiments, the influencing government policies, shaping public health communication strategies you might have experimented. So it was possible because of the qualitative research only. So in case of innovation and technology, like Google and Microsoft integrated qualitative insights to uh, design user-centric interfaces. And I'll be taking some examples like in healthcare, you see 2023 study by Journal of Qualitative Research, Health Research highlighted that 70% of successful telemedicine adoption strategies were based on insights from qualitative research only. So telemedicine is based on qualitative research only, and 70%. And e-commerce, you see, Amazon is based on personalized recommendation, and they are basing on the qualitative research. And by using this research, they could be able to retain 35% of their customers' retention could be enhanced. In case of education, digital classroom in India found to be 60% of rural students prefer interactive video content. So it is possible because of qualitative research. Apart from that, Starbucks is there. They are following ethnography research to understand the customer behavior. And through this, they have increased their sale by 15%. And consumer retention increased by 15%. And you see, Google utilized qualitative research to understand employees' frustration, and by implementing qualitative research, they could be able to retain or develop the employee satisfaction, increase the employee satisfaction by 37%. So there are many examples, like in Nepal earthquake, qualitative interviews were the only source for the agencies to improve the resource delivery. It was possible through qualitative research by 40%. So in rural India, qualitative research revealed, field research revealed, women entrepreneurs faced social stigma. So by studying all those things, the bank has made some new provision, and the repayment rate improved by 25% from women. So according to the World Bank, the qualitative research is in poverty programs, because poverty alleviation comes under Sustainable Development Goal number 2. And it is driving 30% rise in effective intervention strategies because of qualitative research. So my dear friends, as I told you that qualitative research is one of the best research to start writing of your paper. And when you are writing a paper, you believe on you believe on your work, try to bring originality, because qualitative research is one-to-one interview, focus group is there, ethnographic research is there, case study research is there, record keeping is there, observation is there. So these are the mechanism. If at all you will be starting writing a paper, I am sure that you will be highly successful, and you could be able to complete a paper. And when we are going to start a paper, we must know the basics, and we should explore the deeper part of the studies, and we'll start our writing on the basis of our research, what we have defined, and we have to evaluate our sources again and again, and we have to choose the reliable sources every time, and we have to avoid the plagiarism, because more than 10% plagiarism is not acceptable. And we have to develop a bibliography, and we have to make a very polished language, and we have to draft again and again, we have to revise, Then we have to finalize the paper after proofreading. So, but there are one effective term is there: fabrication, falsification, and plagiarism. That we should avoid, because you see, when falsification comes, data and results cannot be falsified. So, if at all that will be present in an inaccurate manner, in a fabricated manner, so it will be caught by the software. So that is not possible. So falsification is a kind of manipulation and omission of data that we cannot do. And plagiarism, I explained to you. So you know very well that when we are going to submit a paper for publishing, you know very well that Web of Science is the oldest database, which was established in the year 1955, and later on Scopus came in 2004. Scopus database came 2004. So you see, Scopus database is a part of Elsevier, and there are so many formulas, so many kind of experts, so many kind of softwares they are using for selecting a paper. I have shown in my slide: article rejected, article accepted, percentage, and all those things. And you know very well why your paper will be published. You remember, this is the vital question to be asked by the researcher, to him or her. So you see, new and original research methods to be published, and review and summaries in a particular subject. If at all it is unique, then it will be published. And what not to be published, you see, no specific area has been addressed: out of date work, duplication work, incorrect conclusion.